everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Ram Report. Today I'm your host, Sean Leary, and we have a very special guest with us today. We have the girls soccer team with us today. They've just finished their season, and let's hear from them. So, Coach, welcome to the show, Coach Centorino.
Thanks for having us.
Why don't you introduce us to your players here?
Awesome. To my left, I got Sammy Zaslow, one of our captains, Maya D'Antonio, and Emma Desmond. These are my three captains.
Wonderful. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. We're glad to have you. Coach, how did the season go? Take us through the season.
Like a lot of seasons, a little bit of a roller coaster ride, some ups and downs, but large squad, played very well, qualified for tournament in a very difficult league, and won the first preliminary round game, ended up losing to Wellesley in the first round, who ended up making it to the semifinals. But overall, we qualified for tournament the old-fashioned way by getting in with an over 500 win percentage. So in that respect, it was good. And I think the girls gelled pretty well together and played. They had some great moments and some areas to improve, but it was overall a successful season.
Great. That's the proof is in the pudding. What was it? I think 9-8-2.
Yeah, three. It might have been three ties at the end. I think so.
It's not a bad season at all.
Yeah.
Take me through some of the highs. What were you really proud of?
There was definitely playing in this league where you really don't have any easy games. This league has 3 Patriot League teams finished were state champions: Hingham, Silver Lake, and Hanover. So when you're going up against that sort of caliber on a consistent basis, really showing up every single day is tough. And it's a long season. You're starting, it really starts in the off season in the summer, in 6v6 strength and conditioning all summer long, and then to come in and ride those highs and lows is a long season starting in September, starting back to school. There's some excitement, but it can be difficult when you got to battle some injuries. Poor Maya at the beginning of the season was out in a scrimmage for a little bit, and when you lose one of your leaders to go down, it takes other people to kind of pick up the slack. And we had some great battles against some rivals, like Silver Lake's a great rivalry for us, and Duxbury at home was a highlight for us. They kind of handed it to us on their end when we went to their place, but
we take those.
Yeah, there's some, but each game I think they went out and did their best, and it played in such a tough league. You just really got to show up every day. What
makes the Patriot League so tough?
There are so many players that play club across the South Shore, and just the I would say the caliber of coaches, but more importantly the players. I would say a large majority of players on the South Shore are playing club soccer, and it's evident just how many made it to tournament and how far everybody in the South went. And really, the South sectional, what used to be the South and the old tournament. We create matchups that we wouldn't normally have. So I think the whole statewide tournament's actually been a positive move.
That's great. How would you kind of describe your coaching style?
Well, it's mixed. I mean, I think it's like everything else. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. They could probably speak to that much better. I think at practices we try to myself, my assistant coach Greg Levings. Go in with if we're effective and efficient, we can get done what we need to in an hour and a half. Try to focus on different positions, like, hey, so right now this drill is for midfielders, or we're going to focus on finishing. We do a decent job breaking down film of previous games, what we need to work on. My weakness can sometimes be I get a little too emotional into the heat of the moment, like everybody else. But really, ultimately, it's trying to put the pieces that are going to make put the best foot forward, and making sure that the players who are out there can put them in a position to be successful. And it changes. It's a balancing act. It's trying to figure out what is going to work in one game might not work in the next game. So tweaking formations, tweaking positional players, and trying to be as transparent as possible. And it's not easy, because a lot of these. It's the difference between high school soccer and club soccer. There's probably about 5 or 6 different clubs within the high school program.
Oh, wow.
So they don't play together all year. Some do, And that's not a problem that we used to have, I would say 20 years ago when there'd only be like 1 or 2 club teams. So it's a little give and take. There's some benefits to more clubs because that means more kids are playing year round and the quality is better. But then you have to spend some time trying to get the team to gel. You can't just, every year it's a different group of kids. And this group here went through COVID, went through modified rules, and adjusted on the fly and did pretty well. So I was proud to see them do that. And there were close to 80 girls who tried out for the program. And
wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to make cuts, which is never fun to do.
No.
I would never want that. I would love to have 60 players try out every year, 20, and we can go from there. So it is a good problem to have because there's a lot of talent. Yeah, about it.
Well, wonderful. I'm curious, is there any coach or manager out there that you kind of try to emulate in your strategy or tactics in a game?
Not necessarily. I think that I think the Patriot League in general has a good core group of coaches that we get together at the All-Star meeting and we talk in the preseason. Coach Williams over at Silver Lake, I have a lot of admiration for him. He's pretty much owned me in the past 5 years. But I get to coach at Team Week. I coach his girls, he coaches mine, and he's got a much more calm demeanor, I would say, than on the sideline than I do. Yeah, you guys can agree too. Coach Swill's good like that, and he's just he's someone I look up to. Dave Fleck over in Whitman Hanson, I've had a lot of respect for. He's in a similar position. He's been an assistant principal and the head coach for a number of years. Because it's as fun as it is, it's definitely tiring. It's grueling because you're second guessing, triple guessing what you're doing, and constantly reflecting to make sure I want to make sure I'm doing them right by the players and right by the program.
Right. So this was your last season, as I understand it. Take me through your coaching career here with the Rams. How long have you been here?
I started in 2005. I was a JV coach under Liz Grindle and did that for 3 years. And then my 4th year, I became her assistant. And after that, she ended up getting an administrative job over in Scituate, and I applied for the head coaching job, and I got it back in 2009, 2010. And then it's been just a great experience. We made South sectional semis a few years, out, one and done, a handful of times in the first round. And looking back, a lot of those, 3 times in our first round, we ended up losing to the eventual state champ. So Franklin, Natick, and Bishop Feehan. I remember those are tough years. So, but there were some great highs. It was 13 years as a varsity coach, and the first few years doing it by myself was very difficult. Getting an assistant in Greg Levings was awesome. I think that was helpful. I've had a number of different former players assist along the way. I remember Lindsay McManus helped out early on. This past year, Allie Hubbard, who was an 06 grad, she was instrumental. She played up at Dartmouth for all 4 years and was a captain for 2.
Oh, wow.
I think it's important especially when you're coaching female athletes, to have a female coach that's played at the collegiate level to offer the experience too, and they can say this is what you're going to expect, this is things that you need to look forward to, and prepare yourself for those that want to play at the next level. So I think that was important. It's good that I have a lot of former players that have been part of the program that wanted to come back and kind of help out. I just think it speaks volumes to the program,
Absolutely.
Really, what they've done.
That's wonderful. And if you don't mind me asking, what's next?
For me,
yeah.
For me, it's just staying in the administrative role. It's too much of a time commitment, and I do have a young daughter. She's 4.5, and I really need to prioritize her. That was my rationale. It was a decision I made back in the summer, and I just didn't want to. I kept it from these 3 because I didn't want to. It's because it's not about me. It's really, and it was just time. I think it's time for some new blood to come in, and it's a big senior class. We were graduating 15 seniors.
Wow.
And parent boosters that have been around for a very, very long time are changing. So the program's going to go through a little bit of overhaul, but there's definitely a lot of talent that's coming up, and I'm excited to be a fan. I'm excited to go to, to watch the games in a much different capacity and can just root people on and be quiet and don't have to worry about all of the intricacies of how the game plays out.
No shouting from the stands?
No, I'll be a quiet guy just watching, appreciating what they do.
Well, wonderful. It seems you've had a great career as a coach here, and I wish you luck as a fan.
Thank you so much. No, it's been wonderful.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, the Jetty. They're open year-round and they have delicious food, so get down there if you haven't already. We'll be right back. Looking for a great place to hang out, eat a delicious meal, and have a drink? The Jetty in Brant Rock is the place to be. The Jetty has all the makings of a great time and features live music and entertainment for you to enjoy. The Jetty. Eat, drink, chill. And welcome back to the Ram Report, presented by the Jetty. The Jetty's open year-round, so get down there for a great drink and a good meal and enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. So, ladies, let's get into you. What does being a captain mean to you? And we can start over here with Samantha.
I guess it's just like leading the team and like being a good example for the underclassmen and like showing them like what the program does and how it works, I guess.
I agree with Sammy. I think as a captain you have to be the person who's always supporting your teammates, and definitely the JV and freshman teams as well, and kind of setting as that role model and showing what the Marshfield soccer program is all about.
Yeah, we're just in that leadership role and just showing the underclassmen everything.
Great. Were there any, the season's over now, so were there any moments that really stuck with you? And we can go down from the end.
One of my favorite moments had to be tying Hingham. They're a team we've consistently lost to in the past couple of years. So I think just tying them was really just like one of the best moments of the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I think I have to agree with Emma.
Yeah.
There's something really satisfying about just being on the same level as a team that's consistently beating you.
Yeah.
I feel like the USA is probably feeling like that at the World Cup right now, starting off with 2 draws, especially England. But anyways, tell me about how you played this season. I know you're a defender, so how did you feel your season went?
Well, I thought that as the season went on, me and Marissa, the other center back, really started to play well together, and having Sid in the back just is really comforting to have her there because, she's always going to make a great save. Maggie, too, was amazing. So I just felt really comfortable with the back line this season.
Maya?
I think offensively we did really well. We started to gel together, especially with the forward position being that target player. And I definitely think the midfielders also gave us more opportunities to attack, and I think we all did very well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it took like a couple games for the forwards to like really come together, but especially with Kayla being a sophomore, it took her a couple games to like get comfortable. And then one of our other starting forwards, Maddie, she's never really played in that position, but she definitely like stepped up and did the job that she had to do.
That's great. And I don't know what the school record is for goals, but you must have been pretty close to it. You had, as I see here, 17 goals and 9 assists on the season, so congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What kind of goes into your mindset when you're out there? Because obviously you're the team scorer, it seems, by a considerable margin. And, how do you go about attacking?
I guess, I don't really know. I guess I just have the people around me that can put me in the right place to score, and I always just have the chance to put it in.
Have you ever played any other positions besides just attack?
When I was like really little, I used to play defense, but for the past like 5 years, I'd say I've played forward.
Wonderful. So, what are you guys going to miss about about playing for Marshfield? I assume you're all seniors at this point, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to miss?
I'm going to miss everything. I just love this team. We've been playing with like the same people for, I don't even know, 12 years. The team this year, we just really all meshed well together, and we're all really good friends, and I think we'll stay friends.
Yeah, I agree with Emma. I'm definitely going to miss the team, then obviously the coaches as well. Definitely the last game was very emotional. Just like realizing that after playing soccer with these girls since like 5th grade, and now it's like all over and we're all going our separate ways, was definitely very emotional, but it's also exciting to see where everyone's going to end up.
Yeah, it's definitely weird because like you spend every single day with the same people for like several months, and then just one day it just like ends and you like only basically see them in the hallway. So it's definitely going to be sad not seeing everyone after school every day.
It's like a little family unit that's kind of broken up a bit.
We all got really close this season. It was nice.
We did.
I know.
Does the team have a hype person? Is there someone that's just like always hyping everybody up?
She's always
quick answer.
She's always the one leading chance, you know.
Yeah.
She is.
How do you get everybody going?
Yeah, I'm very loud.
We go in the corner before a game, and just as a team, and you know, Maya's always screaming. You know,
I like
everyone hyped
to dance
up for the game.
Yeah, I have
everyone up.
Yep, and I did tackle a couple players after they scored like this season, but it was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Nice. Every team's got to have a good hype person, right?
Yes.
Let's get into some of the more fun questions here. What's your meal of choice in the cafeteria?
Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten a lunch from the cafeteria.
Wow.
I like the pizza,
but
like
everyone,
the pizza boat.
Everyone says a pizza boat.
Yeah,
Everyone says a pizza boat.
Pizza boat.
Yeah.
What's a pizza boat?
It's it's not like a triangular piece of pizza. It's like a oval.
Okay.
Yeah, it
really
literally looks
good.
like a boat, but just flat at the top.
It's like like stuffed crust.
It's exactly what you would picture it to be, kind of.
Huh. All right. Well, if you don't eat at the cafeteria, what do you bring?
This is kind of embarrassing. My mom makes my lunch for me every morning.
Me too.
It's helpful, but she usually just makes me a salad and some snacks.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I have a salad
so that I
too.
can wake up like at the last minute possible, so I can just put it in my bag and go.
I love salads. That's probably my go-to for lunch. Because I mean, I have lunch at like 10 a.m. every day, so it's kind of hard to eat sandwiches and stuff. So but I like salads.
Gluten-free.
It is a little strange that they make you eat at like 10 o'clock in the morning, isn't it?
I know. Yeah, one of my lunches are at 10:30. I'm like,
It's like a brunch.
Yeah.
That was always my issue in high school. I was like, well, should I just skip breakfast? Because it's just going to be eaten in like 2 hours.
I know. So. And you have like not that much time, and I like talk a lot. So by the time I sit down, I haven't even eaten one bite yet, and I'm like, oh
no. So after this, what's next? Do you guys play on any other sports teams in school, or?
Not with the school, but I play club soccer, so that kind of started immediately after the game ended.
Yeah. I typically would play basketball in club, but I obviously can't. But I'll be the manager for basketball and probably the manager for club too.
That's awesome.
I'm just done with everything. Last year I played club. I've been playing club all my life, but I didn't decide to do it this year because I'm not playing in college, so I just wanted to focus on my senior year and just having fun with my friends and everything.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So where will you be going if you're not going to play in college? Just going to school?
Yeah, just going to school. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could play in college if you want.
Yes, you could.
No question about that.
Thank you.
Some encouraging words. Maya?
I want to play college soccer. I applied to a handful of schools and waiting to hear back, so we'll see.
Good
She's
luck.
going to play in college. They're all good.
Nothing's going to stop her?
No.
And I'm playing soccer at Bryant University.
Nice. That's a great school. So this is a random question, but who would win in a fight? A bear or a gorilla?
That's actually
I
tough.
feel like a gorilla, right?
I was going to say a bear.
I feel like a bear could be bigger, but a gorilla would be like more
Godzilla,
aggressive.
that scares me.
I'm going to go with gorilla.
Yeah,
Gorilla.
I think gorilla.
What about the gorilla makes it better than a bear?
I just feel like it's more aggressive than a bear. I feel like a bear kind of... I guess a bear would be aggressive too, but...
Yeah. I feel like gorillas are more scary.
I'm like,
I don't think there's any right answer. So.
Yeah,
No.
it would be a close fight.
Yeah, it would be. That's a match I would want to see.
Right? How do you feel your season went, just as a team? How do you think you did?
Overall, I think we did really well, especially after last year we lost pretty much our starting lineup for seniors. And going into the season, we had a big roster, which we were a little nervous about, but then as the season went on, like, everyone gelled together, and we were all so positive with each other, and we all were like best friends. And I definitely think we improved every single game in practice, and I think by the end of it, we all gelled together and played really good soccer.
I agree. I think everyone kind of found their place on the team, and so that really helped us out in winning the games that we needed to win.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I felt like this year we were like really like a team, and we were all like friends, and we could like tell each other what to do, but still like respect each other and know like where everyone belongs, basically.
That's wonderful. It's always nice when the team just like really comes together.
Yes.
And it probably helps that you've all known each other for probably ever at this point.
Yes.
But that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on a pretty good season, I'd say. You know, I'm glad you all gelled together and you're all, you know, walking away with fond memories of this all. So thank you very much for being here, Coach.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. And that's all the time we have on the Ram Report, presented by the Jetty. I'm Sean Leary, and we'll see you in the next one. Looking for a great place to hang out, eat a delicious meal, and have a drink? The Jetty in Brant Rock is the place to be. The Jetty has all the makings of a great time and features live music and entertainment for you to enjoy. The Jetty. Eat, drink, chill.